I think I'm saying that we struggle all our lives to answer it. That it's the struggle that is important. That's what helps us to define our place in the universe.
This is Beverly, Dr. Beverly, Dr. Beverly Crusher.
Look where we are. Here, all of us, in this moment. So let's do what we spent our entire lives learning to be great at.
And this is Crusher Convo. Hey guys, and welcome to Crusher Convo. We're crushing the conversation one episode at a time. And here's my bonus episode for Strange New Worlds, Season 3, Episode 3, The Shuttle of Kenfori. Now remember, if you haven't seen this episode yet, please turn back now because there will be spoilers.
Spoilers.
Let's get into it, shall we? I mean, first thing we see is Pike finds Marie passed out and takes her to sickbay, and they all have some bad news. Those Gorn cells are manifesting into something crazy. It's like cancer. It's spreading, and it's going to kill her. And of course, M'Benga, Chapel, and Spock have this idea of this rare flower that's going to help her. And of course, it's in a horrible area where they're not supposed to be. I found it kind of weird though. Like, this was super fast. Like, the moment they jumped into the episode, they started talking about this. And I'm like, all right, everyone's just like, let's go break the treaties and let's go break, go against the no-fly zone and stuff like that. All for Marie. And the thing is like, I'm like, where's the, needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few? Nothing's happening here. So I found that very interesting in the very beginning of this episode. And of course, M'Benga and Spock say they wanted to go to Kenfori, but Pike said, no, it's going to be me and M'Benga, because he didn't want Spock to get caught. And then M'Benga's like, thanks, bud, which I like their little banter. I know they know each other for a very long time. They've been friends for a very long time. And so, it's kind of cute in a sense. But yeah, it was very interesting of just how quickly this manifested.
You remember Zeta Borealis? The moment our shuttle landed, you kicked open those storm doors and you threw up.
If memory serves, it was those Vidala cigars we smoked the night before.
And the thing about M'Benga is that as they're doing something so dangerous, he's kind of chill about it. And I don't know if that's just because of how he is after the war, but it kind of caught my attention. And when they found that Klingon, I guess, beacon saying like, radiation, turn back, go away, they ignored it. And at first I thought they were saying that because like Klingons are nearby, they took over the planet when they weren't supposed to, and they just put that there so people would turn back. No, there's a warning. There's a warning because something happened on the planet that we'll get into in a second. But of course, because M'Benga, I guess, is being tracked by other Klingons, which we find out that is the daughter of that ambassador that he killed under the Cloak of War. It again all happened so fast that M'Benga was carrying the secret for Pike, that he was doing this for Marie. She knew this was going to be basically making her a Gorn hybrid species in order for her to survive. And everyone knew it but Pike, which he was hurt about. And I don't blame Chris for feeling this way. But it was one of those things where I think M'Benga tries really hard to, do the greater good beyond what he should, because he's still feeling that guilt of what he did in the war. I think he's always feeling like he has to repay the penance of it. And then, of course, they're in Klingon territory, and this is exactly where he probably doesn't want to be, but he's doing it for Marie. So I thought that was interesting. But again, everything was kind of happening so fast and I wasn't sure what was going on. And then it just really got weird.
Why?
We're gonna get swarmed. Overload the charging core.
Zombies, guys. We got zombies happening. I'm all like, is this some Walking Dead shit happening? And sure enough, that's kind of what it was. I mean, clearly they were, again, you're playing with science, something's going to happen. And then they got attacked, and then they just all turned into basically the hybrid plant that they were trying to create. And it was attacking anything that was alive. So, yeah, they turned into zombies. And of course, when the Klingons were going after them, first couple Klingons, die. Then we find out that that was the daughter of that ambassador. And she's all like, you took away my honor, which is a huge deal. And she wants Mbenga to fight her to the death. And of course, he forfeits, which makes it even worse. And she ends up sacrificing herself in order to restore her honor. And of course, Pike finds out the truth about what Mbenga had done. The thing is that it was kind of just confusing. I mean, cool, we're all into zombies, okay? Not a huge fan, but I'll deal with it. And it was kind of like Mbenga trying to redeem himself, and then they're being attacked by zombies, and then there's something going on with Marie, Batel, with the whole mind meld, which I'll get into in a second. And it's just like boom, 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 boom. Everything's kind of happening all at once that I kind of was like, why is there zombies? Like, even though I heard why they became zombies, and, Pike wanted to call them zombies, even though Mbenga thought that was rude. It was just a lot happening. And I don't think it was written to the point of where it's just kind of flowing well. It was like boom, 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 boom. And it was really hard to keep track. But we got zombies and Star Trek. I mean, who knew? Mind meld gone wrong. And it's funny because when Spock had said, Chapel wanted me to mind meld and help you with your pain, I'm like, he's going to feel the pain. That's the whole point of the mind meld. And of course, he saw more than he wanted. Now, of course, he knew, and so did Marie, and I believe Chapel knew why Mbenga and Pike were over in Kenfori to get the flower. She knew what this treatment was going to be about. But because of this mind meld, they both saw something, and it was Gorn, and it was probably little Gorn babies like trying to get into her. But this is where I feel like she's going to turn into a Gorn, like something is going to happen. And then if they're going to hybrid her, this is just more of like, hey guys, this is probably not a good idea. And this, I don't know if mind melds can do this. I'm not saying they're psychic or anything like that, but it was trying to tell them something. It was like a warning. Do not do this. But of course, Batel doesn't want to die. She's scared. That's why she didn't want to tell Pike, because she knew that he was going to freak out and be like, we have to find another way. She's doing her best to survive, and she means I have to be half Gorn. That's what's going to happen. But again, it was just a really weird thing that just something big's going to happen at the end of the season.
Congratulations, everyone.
Erica, stellar flying. But never do that again.
Ortega's being insubordinate. Look, I think her PTSD has gotten to her. I don't know if anything else is happening, but she just didn't want to listen to Una, and she kept just pushing that envelope, and now she's in trouble. The thing is that she's playing unsafe. She's trying to be a risk taker because she wants to feel that adrenaline rush. I don't know if that's just her way of trying to cope with what had happened, or if something happened by being stabbed by the Gorn. I have no idea, but there's just something with her that she just doesn't want to play it safe anymore, and felt that playing safe almost got her killed. So we're going to see a lot with Ortegas. I think we're going to see a lot of growth with her character. Definitely don't know what's going to be happening after this. I mean, now she's in trouble. She's going to be out for 2 weeks. But it will be interesting to see. As we've all been asking, we want to see some PTSD stories. And it's not that that's a good thing. It's just a lot of these characters go through some shit. We saw it with Picard. We've seen Beverly go through some stuff. Good Lord, we've seen Troy go through some stuff. And all these characters, and then the next day, they're happy-go-lucky, team. It's just not realistic. So I'm kind of glad that they're going that route because we want to see Ortegas grow from this tragedy that happened to her. And, it's going to make her into a better person. It's going to make her grow. It's going to make her just be more of a badass as a helmsman. So again, I'm excited to see where this is going. I have no idea where it's going, but I'm looking forward to it. But okay, guys, those are my thoughts of episode 3 of season 3 of Strange New Worlds, Shuttle to Kenfori. If I had to give it 1 to 5 zombies, 2.5. Not a fan. There was bits in the episode that I enjoyed, but it was kind of all over the place that I just couldn't get into it. So, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. Maybe if I watch it again, I only saw it once, maybe I might have a different reaction, but 2.5 zombies. So yeah. Tell me in the comments below of what you thought of this episode, and don't forget to like this video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Live long and prosper.
Crusher out.